A classic first shot.
Yeah, if you were to parody Clockwork Orange, you'd probably use this scene because this sticks with people.
A Clockwork Orange is the 1971 science fiction film adaptation of the 1962 novel of the same name by author Anthony Burgess. It was withdrawn from circulation in the UK for some 27 years. Despite the much talked about controversies, the film has continued to attract a devoted cult following. Cult films are films that have developed a highly devoted and specific fan base, often becoming a source for thriving and obsessive subcultures. Cult films are also known to be eccentric and do not follow the typical standards of mainstream cinema and step outside of the standard narrative and typical conventions. Dan Wall and Anthony Mantis are sophomores at St. Louis University. They both are fans of the darkly satirical cult classic A Clockwork Orange. They have been fans of the movie for a few years and often spend hours together watching the movie, discussing its themes, and they have even gone to comic conventions dressed as the main characters of the film, the Droogies. They are also just so devoted to the movie that they even have been known to reenact scenes.
Just like it'd be late at night, maybe driving home.
I think it was Halloween.
Halloween too. We've done it a couple times, I think. Just like started blaring classical music and just like this, screaming its exact lines.
We were able to talk to Anthony and Dan about their experiences with the film and their opinions about the controversial subject matter.
I was first introduced to it by Dan when he showed me the rape scene on a YouTube clip, and I don't think anyone could just walk away from that and not like have any inkling to see the rest of the movie.
You know, like you see a car crash and you keep looking.
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange is enough of a, cult hit that it was you could get away with dressing up as a non-comic thing to a comic convention. So.
Right. We had like 50 people ask for our picture.
Yeah.
There was this one girl who asked to have a photo of her taken where we're like about to like beat her up.
Yeah.
Like some girl actually like asked us to sing "Singing in the Rain" when we were at ASIN, which is pretty fun. I did feel pretty powerful in that costume, I have to say.
Especially wearing the boots.
Those paratrooper boots added about like an inch and a half to my height.
Right, and like people hear you coming.
I know. Yeah, like Dan said, the costumes are really memorable. I think we knew like beforehand that people were gonna identify with like the characters that we chose to like portray.
I mean, first time I watched it the whole way through was with Anthony.
Right.
I watched it by myself, but it's fun watching it as a group because then you can talk about it. And Clockwork Orange has a few scenes that really make the room silent, which can be bad for a party.
Yeah. I mean, just slasher films in general are, I don't know, just kind of accommodate like a large group, but Clockwork's, I don't know, a lot more meaningful than that, even though it does have that really violent aspect.
Well, I mean, the point of the movie is against violence, so it's more like I get the fact that the movie is against violence, whereas other people might see it and be like, oh wow, violence is really cool, let's go out and do the same thing. Monkey see, monkey do effect kind of thing.
That's just part of your character. I mean, people say kids are impressionable, but I mean, honestly, as long as you had like a stable upbringing, you're not going to go out beating people up.
Right. And it's no to keep an open mind about things. Like, you see someone beating someone else, you don't just think, oh, that's the right thing to do. You keep an open mind and say, like, oh, well, what was the motivation? Was it right or was it wrong?